Hi, it's Jabria, the Bright Queen, and I hope this message finds you well today. Today is a very important person's birthday today, and this shirt I bought on my birthday or for my birthday in 2020. And it was because the live action Mulan movie had recently come out, I think a few months before, and I was itching to see it. And I think I was pretty pleased with the fact, with the state of the live action one. Like it emphasized more like the fighting skills because it was live action, but it still could have been better. But either way, all this stuff is a message. Mulan, as you can see here, is associated with the dragon, because Mulan is supposed to be a Chinese character. And as we know, the Chinese zodiac includes dragons. And I just realized when I was talking about this that it's in this message that came through today. So I'm going to read it. If you missed it, it's also in my short. So you can go there and see what I say about it there. And you can watch this video as well. I'm going to let you see it real quick in case you want to pause it. I am not a good speller, so you've been warned. It says, when the earth is flat, you are safe from meteors. There are no dragons coming to save you because they are already here. And all those mountains you could not climb on the globe become creatures of old and trees of stone. When the earth is flat, all of this place is your home for the taking. No, there is no erasing this truth to be. We are unleashing these holy memories and coming out of not so cozy anemones. So when I was preparing for this in the shower, I was feeling what I was being guided to talk about today. And it was about the flat earth. And what I want to start off by saying about this is, no, it's not so much about the shape of the earth, or even so much about where we truly are. The most important thing about all of this is the truth. The truth is what's important, because that frequency is who we truly are. We are truly truth. We are love. And everything that is other to that, or out of alignment with that, will always lead to dis-ease and maliciousness, or mal-ease. Like it'll just always be causing some sort of leakage. I don't know how I'm supposed to be saying this. I'm trying to think of how to phrase it, but it'll just always be off. It'll always be out of alignment. This is Kitty today. He was kicked from over here because he kept knocking down my phone. Look how cute he is, Mr. Innocent. But yeah, and so when I thought of the dragons that they were sure to mention in there, because I was getting the message as I was getting out of the shower, and they definitely mentioned dragons. Whatever I think of dragons and how I've loved to see them the most, it was in the Hobbit movies. The I see fire. I loved how the dragon looked in there. The dragon from Harry Potter, that one, and then I just forgot. Oh, House of Fire with the Game of Thrones. Those are okay. I feel like those are some of my least favorite dragons, and I think that's because of the feeling of the people that are creating them. I don't really too much like that vibe, but I would say the ones in The Hobbit are definitely my favorite. The one in The Hobbit is definitely my favorite because I feel like it was designed from a place of love and true appreciation for the creature itself. And in each of these scenarios, I guess, in each of them with various levels of it, there's this fear that comes up with the association of dragons. But I loved how in this message it said the dragons aren't coming to save you, because another beautiful dragon that's fresh in my memory is the dragon from Shrek. And I love how Shrek flipped everything on its head, and basically the dragons are the evil ones, you know, the ones that you have to run away from. But in Shrek, the dragon ended up being the one that comes and helps save the day. And this message is saying not only are there these magnificent, beautiful creatures, you know, that we've been taught to fear, that are on our side and a part of us, they are already here. That you don't need to go out and find them. You know, they're already here within us, just like this shirt that I literally just randomly put on today. I haven't worn a shirt in so long, but I was like, let me just jazz it up a bit. And I picked up this one, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear it because it's wrinkly. Then I was like, so so what, I'm gonna wear it anyway. So that part, I loved how the end part, there is no erasing this truth to be. Before that, when the earth is flat, all of this places your home for the taking. You know, because even myself, I think a lot of us talk a lot about moving, you know, moving around and going to someplace better, moving to someplace better. But the place that you're in is someplace that is better. This whole place was designed to love and support you in whatever way you need, and it still does. It's just been hijacked. That hijacking is being very much taken apart, so not to fret, not to worry. But the more that you do embody these truths and these truths, the truth, this divine acknowledgement, the more it shifts the reality in front of you. And that is how you can become a more active participant in your own rescuing, so to speak, even though you don't need to be saved, because as we know, you are eternal and nothing can fuck with you, truly. And then so there is no erasing the truth, and we are unleashing these holy memories. And I love how it said unleashing, like these memories are powerful and they are the true warriors, is our memories, our knowledge. Again, once again, that theme of truth is the true spirit of justice playing out. When the truth speaks, it does not need to argue or dispute or erase or diminish anything else. It simply is, and everything that is lacking, you know, that honor, that and that justice, that truth holds, will remove itself. They will remove themselves. They will make haste and be gone if. And then the last part, it says, and coming out of not so cozy anemones. Anemones for me always evokes the memory of the movie Nemo, and how at the beginning the little boy couldn't wait to get out of the anemone. Well, I guess that's not the beginning. The real beginning was the beginning when that creature came and told all them cheering up. And that anemone was like the place where it became a safe place for Marlin or whatever. But anyways, at the good beginning of the movie, the little boy Nemo can't wait to leave the anemone, and his dad's like, no, like brush up and wait and be careful, and then when you go out we gotta look around. Like it's all this like precaution of this home that he's basically never really left his whole life. And then at the end of the movie, Marlin is the one that's jumping and bouncing and getting his son up and saying like, let's go. So I really love this because it's telling you like the not so cozy anemone. The anemone stings. That's why they have to like do these precautions so that it won't sting them. And that's basically saying that the comfort that we have, kind of established and gotten comfortable with these belief systems that we have are not really comfortable. If we really think about it, are any of us really comfortable with this shit? You know what I mean? Like, is this really the good life? I don't care how good you got it. Is this really, all that comfortable? So coming out of these places that aren't really our true homes, and being free to explore and speak and share and unite with our family. And that is what I feel is the grand message today. I did pull out these oracle cards. They are Rumi oracle cards created by Alana Fairchild. I got the one for the number 12 because I keep seeing that number since yesterday. So go check out my video about the angel number 1212 and 1221. So I have that one. I got this number 22. I felt that one. I got this one because it was 1111 when I recorded the short today, and it was just 1112 on the camera when I said that. And then of course, the angel number 21 as well here with this Phoenix energy. So I'm gonna read this angel number 12 one here from the Oracle deck book. Give me a second, give me a moment, give me some time to be wise. Okay. Winter falls upon us so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning. So much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine, or perhaps you are not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods, such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue, yet you have drawn this oracle, and so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have to have the meager meal wrestled from our hands so that we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are longing for, well then something will be done by heaven. So make your relationships sacrosanct. Seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grip, acknowledge it, bear witness to it. Do not chastise. Instead, be truthful. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clutching and head bowed, as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent of succor and grace, saving you from a life far too bland for your exquisite Epicurean palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you are surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning is to be felt. Understanding is not so relevant, but you must seek understanding. Then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening heart, you are realizing a truth, a part of you deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind is lonely for the divine embrace. This is right, this is sensible, this is sanity. It is the plain, the real noble pain of the heart that says there is something more than this inadequacy, this settling for plastic instead of precious gemstones that must end now. I cannot be fed by the pixelated sunsets and animation upon my computer screen. I yearn to be blasted by so much radiance and beauty, by the real thing that I become stupefied. I must witness so much divine splendor that all I can utter is some incoherent grunt, my mind disemboweled and my heart ignited by the presence of my beloved. I want to become a fumbling, ecstatic wreck in the presence of my beloved. I want to allow this pain, this yearning, this divine discontent to guide me and my holy lover, so my life may never be the same again. And so it shall be. The discontent divine growing within you is the beginning, not the destiny. It is the purpose to lead you into your greatest connection with your divinity. Do not resist it. Witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what it is, what has been prized and treasured and is now found to be plated and not the precious gold it once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sights, though you may not see it yet. I am holding a loaf of fresh bread, hot from the kitchen of the Creator, hoping to entice you with this wafting scent, tempting you to follow me towards something of far more substance. If you are still stuck on the pine-scented air freshener, imagining it is anything akin to the wild scent of the pine forest for real, then how can I tempt you? Let the stench be the stench. Then the fragrance of God can be discerned, and together we can leave what is less behind, once and for all, grabbing like hungry school children for the divine bread with sweet, fresh scent filling the air. If you have enjoyed this and my paw print pants, please leave a comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.